Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and as you can see, I've turned around here after I took off, and this is the Mavic Air 2 that I received the day before, and I was pretty excited because I got to fly it on this day after I'd already had it a day. And the reason that as you take a look there, you can see that there seems to be a lot of water on the ground around our new trailer. And trying to get all of that put together and running into issues and so forth, I haven't been able to do all the things that I would love to be doing, like making videos. There's my little grandson. So what I did was, this is later in the day, it's warm, I can't fly very long, but I wanted to at least get it up and do some testing and just see if everything worked. And I was so excited I didn't even bother to to calibrate it. So anyway, this was what I did, and I flew for a couple more minutes and then I landed. And then when we got home that evening, I was still wanting to fly, and of course we got home, it was just before sunset. By the time I got everything put together, I got this up, took out in front of my house, and it was a poor time to fly, but I wanted to see if it had any range at all, because when I tested it earlier in the day, all I did was stay right there in the backyard and do a few ups and downs and so forth. So I got home, and it makes a pretty nice sunset video if you like sunset videos. Just to the left of that is the construction site that I've been filming in earlier videos. And so I thought, well, I'm going to fly down there and see if I can get the range and so forth. And I did. I got down there and the range worked fine, so I knew I could get at least that far because it is a small drone. But anyway, that was kind of a poor example. So here I am the next morning, and it's early in the morning, and I decided, okay, I'm going to get out there and fly this thing. And you'll notice there's manned aircraft around, and that keeps popping up because we're 7 miles from the approach to the Phoenix Gateway Airport. And so we have a lot of planes coming over, and small planes and larger planes. And I'm going to play with that and see how much I can learn from that as time goes by. But that's going to be popping up quite a bit because of where I lived. So I take off, and I by this time I have calibrated it, by the way, calibrated the compass, and everything seems to be working fine. In fact, it's not a whole lot different than flying the Mavic Mini or the Mavic 2 Zoom, and so I don't find anything exciting here. But I am going to run a range test. By the way, if I sound tired, it's because I am. That trailer house, somebody had lived in it before we got it, and they had a dog, and the dog peed everywhere. So in a previous video, if I put it up, I don't know if I put it up, but anyway, my wife was tearing out all the carpet, and we bought new carpet, and as I record this, my son is helping install new flooring and new carpet, and so I didn't call it a fixer-upper, but it's a fixer-upper. And we've bought other RVs and motorhomes before, and you always have to fix something, and you always expect that something's going to be broke. But in this case, we've got a handful of work to do. So I snuck home this afternoon in order to be able to get this video made and put it up. But on this particular day, which was, by the way, a couple days ago, I wanted to see how far I could fly down this road because with my Mavic 2 I've been able to fly clear down, way down there where you can see that church steeple without any difficulty. But as I fly along here, if you look in the lower left inset here, pretty soon you're going to notice that the signal is getting weak, and I'm losing contact. Now, one of the things I did wrong, I made a mistake. Oh, by the way, as I turn, watch the contact, the signal strength vary as I turn. It's not making a whole lot of sense to me, because generally when you turn, you lose signal with the standard antenna system. The antenna system on the Mavic Air 2 is some kind of a new design, and it seems to stay about the same whether you turn around or whether you just back up. So anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about now. I am really tired. But what I found was I wasn't able to go near as far. Oh, I remember. I was going to say I was standing in the doorway to my garage, and which is kind of where I usually stand. So I don't know why my Mavic 2 works so much better, but anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm having fun with this, and I'm going to learn how to use this one. And as you can see, I'm heading back, and my signal strength is changing, but it's getting better. And I think my problem was with the new antenna system, I can't be standing in the doorway to my garage. So probably, most likely, I'll make sure that I stay way out, like maybe down by the street. And this, when I flew my Mavic 2 Zoom, I could fly along here, and I've got a bunch of videos on the construction of this little housing project that we're looking at here. And and I was able to fly without any trouble with my Mavic 2 Zoom, and it looks like the Mavic Air 2 can also fly without any trouble this far away from my house. And another thing, this was early in the morning, and if you look out into the valley, there's that mist that seems to appear that I can't figure out where it's from. But so anyway, I flew down here and decided, well, all right, it's got good contact, so if I wanted to fly to this area, it compared to the Mavic 2 Zoom, seems to work fine. Like I said, this is a new antenna system, and so we're going to have a lot to learn about how this one works. And here I'm dropping down from 150 feet, which is where I have to go to clear the high power lines along the street behind us here. And so then here I came down to about 100 feet, and I'm still having pretty good signal. And also, the Mavic Air 2 comes with ND filters. It's got three different filters that come with it: a 16, 32, and a 128, I think it is. And I've got the 16 in here, and so I'm playing with, looking at the histogram and making adjustments and so forth. And now you'll notice I stopped the recording. So the screen recording is showing I'm going back and looking, because I'm flying sideways, and 30 frames per second compared to 60 frames per second. When you're flying sideways, you get a lot less image blur. So now the picture should be sharper even though I'm flying sideways. And I'm not going to run a comparison, but if you were to back up and then look again at this part. So this video might get pretty boring, because I'm just playing around with my new drone for the first time, and I've had it about 3 days now by this time. So if you get bored, by the way, in the lower right hand corner of a YouTube video, there's a little gear, and you click on that and you can speed things up if you want to see the video get by faster. So anyway, I would suggest that with some of my videos. The one thing I'm looking at, though, is all the time I've been flying, my battery is only down to 77%. Of course, it's a brand new battery, so that would make a difference. And then I stop and I'm wondering, what frequency am I on? Because it came set to dual band, but I usually have better results with 5.8 gigahertz. So I thought, well, okay, I'm going to change it to the 5.8 gigahertz instead of letting it make the decision. Because generally, with the antenna system on the Mavic Mini and the Mavic 2 Zoom, 5.8 gigahertz works pretty good. So I decided, okay, let's go up in altitude and go over the power lines, get up to 150 feet, go over the power lines, and see if I get better results. So that's my plan. And so far, my signal strength is looking kind of strange because it's getting weaker as I go, and I'm on 5G. So this was a surprise to me. If you look at the little signal strength down there, pretty soon I'm not even near as far as I got with the on the 2.4 gigahertz. So there's the weak signal, and the 5G did not help. So with the new antenna system that they've got, I didn't get near as far when I switched to 5G, and then I checked to see if it had switched back, but sure enough, it held what I set it to. So lots to learn. I'm looking forward to some exciting times with this little drone, but I have to sandwich it in between getting my my future home repaired so that we can live out there for a while. So I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.